All right. Hey, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy. You already know who it is. We live, baby. We live. We out here doing our thing. We smell good. We look good. We feel good. Yes, sir. Ski. Yup. Just wanted to drop another video for you guys real quick. We're going to talk about a little bit things here. You know what I mean? Just got off of work. As you can tell, just got out of the shower. And, I'm here before you today. I'm also in the rolling chair. So if you see me kind of sliding back and forth, that's what I got going on. I'm on the rolling chair today. So if you know now, if I'm on the rolling chair, I'm going to be dropping something for y'all. Okay? Yeah. All right. Well, first things first, there's a lot of things that are going on out there in the world, right? So today's date is September 20th, 2021, the first and last day of September 20th, 2021. All right. So we're going to kick it off strong and we're going to keep on going and keep on going. All right. So, what is compound interest, right? Now, the number one thing that I want to bring to you guys is just to, get an understanding of what it is, how to utilize it, and leverage it for yourself. Okay. Just like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of things that are going on in the world. Okay. We have to unplug from all of that. We need to zone in, right, and see exactly what we have going on around us, right? We can't just see what's right in front of us. We need to see what's going on around us. They say that, in the Japanese tradition, and I could be, slightly wrong in this one because I am just talking from memory, that we have two faces. We have our own face, but we have a face behind our own face. And it's wicked because it's just so true. It's just so true. Whatever you see on the outskirts doesn't mean you know what you see inside, right? Just the same thing. If I'm looking at a baby girl, just to, just put this in an analogy. If I'm looking at a baby girl and I see you and you over here being like, oh, right? Just because I'm looking doesn't mean I want your heart and soul, baby. No, I'm talking about doesn't mean I want your heart and soul, baby, just because I'm looking at you. But back to what I was saying and everything like that, compound interest works wonders. And if you do not believe that, you do today. After listening to this video, after, just checking back in, if either you're on the live or if you're back here, in the replay, make sure you smash that like button. You know what I mean? People need to hear this. Make sure you share this, okay? Also, make sure you subscribe down below, all right? Subscribe, and not only subscribe, but smack that bell button, okay? So anytime that I am doing a live video, you guys are here, you guys can interact, you guys can talk in the comment section down below, everything like that, okay? And I'm talking about the live chat, by the way. But yeah, so compound interest is just something with little and little and little, doing something very small one day and then the next day and the next day and the next day. And then one day it just takes over time. Okay. Like I said, I'm just giving you my own definition just from the top of the dome. You know what I mean? And so if you look at the scale, right, the scale of things are going up, right? So let's switch it. So we're going like this and we're going up. We start here at the bottom and then we work our way up. Okay. There's different stages for us to get there. And those different stages, we're going to call those stepping stones. Okay. So those different stepping stones for us to get there, the different processes and systems out there for you to utilize and leverage to your best interest. You know what I mean? You should be going out there conquering with intent and design, becoming the best version of yourself. Forget about comparing yourself to anybody else. Forget about what everybody else is doing. You need to see exactly what you want to do and utilize those stepping stones to get there. Okay. So that is what I mean when I'm talking about compound interest. All right. Obviously, there is the direct definition of compound interest, like so. But in general, it's not all about money, people. It's not. Okay. I call money dead hypocrites on green papers. Okay. Money has no value. Did you hear what I said? Money has no value. We give it value. It's a note. If you actually look at a bill, it says that this is a note equivalency to so. So if you have commodities, if you got some real gold, I'm talking about if you got some gold, or you just have some commodities that really have significant value, to where if you were to leave the United States, you were to go to another country or continent, and they value it as much as the other people do, that's universal, right? But money is value to other people in the other states, but that's not a commodity. Okay, that's not something that over time that it doesn't depreciate. If anything, because everybody wants to go to money, gold and other commodities like that appreciate because a lot of people are moving towards something else, right? Same thing as crypto, right? There's a lot of things going back and forth about crypto and things like that. If you don't understand or know by now, we are in a global reset. Okay, this whole world is changing. Everything is changing. I mean, anything from businesses to the way how you work to dating to our finances, the mentality of people. A lot of things are changing. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to tap back into yourself, unplug from the TikTok, okay? Put down Instagram for a second, okay? Put down Facebook for a second. I don't even mean to go this route, but Facebook, I mean, come on, man. There's so much BS on Facebook, but I'm done talking about that for now. You really have to know and understand and how to analyze information, okay? After watching this video, you are gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, you know what I mean? Because you need to know how to analyze information. If you're over there on Facebook watching these Facebook videos, this, that, and the third, whoop de whoop, man, I am telling you, that is not the wave, okay? I got some books right here that are just chilling and everything like that, okay? Here's a book recommendation for y'all, all right? Your Next 5 Moves, okay? Now here, I'm gonna pause for a second, okay? I'm recommending this book to you, but I'm not finished with it yet. Okay, I have a couple of chapters in me. Like I said, little by little, one day at a time, right? We can only manage so much. We all get 24 hours in a day. So how are the people who are out there doing it big, living the life that they want to live, having to wake up and then they're just going out there and getting it, right? We're over here on this channel, forget about the 9 to 5. We're going to get out of that 9 to 5. And I'm telling you this right now, that you're actually seeing me live if you're watching it live, or if you're watching the replay and you're watching the series that I'm releasing often, right? You're seeing the growth and the potential that I am becoming to be, right? I'm on this mission to be becoming the best version of myself, and that's what you should be doing too. Okay, get away from the scarcity mindset. Get away from the scarcity mindset. It's all about mindset. Get into your mentality, do that personal development. Love Tony Robbins like I do. You know what I mean? There's other people out there as well, like Bob Proctor and other fellows as well and females, that have just like so much significant value that they're giving to you to just, so you can just be yourself and be in your own full potential. Okay. Common sense isn't common anymore. All right. It's not. And it's just sad to say that. It really is. But by the end of the day, put yourself in a better position, put yourself in the position to win. All right. And just to add in addition to that, you know what I mean? When we go about our days and everything like that, we kind of just go aimlessly, right? Yeah, I'm just going with the flow. Yeah, I'm just, whatever. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that because time flies, man. As of right now, the time is ticking. Right? The time is ticking. It doesn't matter if you're listening to this at 2 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 9 o'clock at night, or if you're watching it live with me. You know what I mean? It's just by the end of the day, the time is ticking, and then it's going to go with or without you, no matter what. Same thing with the world. The world is going to spin no matter what, with or without you. So you might as well, put yourself in a better position. Do you agree? I know you agree because you're still listening to this video. All right. So just to break down once again about compound interest, it's just compound interest works wonders. It really does. And the same way how you believe that millionaires are out there getting those $1,000,000, or you got those people who are very wealthy and doing well for themselves. If you believe you can get there, you will get there. Okay. It starts with the mindset. It starts with belief. Okay. But You can't take care of other people if you're not taking care of yourself. Big facts, right? You cannot be a blessing to others if you're not being a blessing to yourself, all right? The number one investment, okay? And here, I'm getting too ahead of myself. Y'all better be smashing that like button. Y'all better be sharing this and everything like that. But we're just gonna listen to a little video real quick, and it's gonna break down some good things for you, and we're gonna break down the video in the whole, as a whole. Let's get started with it. We got a little here, so we're gonna skip this ad real quick. Yep. All right, so
compound interest is the interest an investor earns on his original investment, plus all the interest earned on the interest that has accumulated over time. It is easier to think of compound interest as interest on interest. To understand compound interest, let's first look at simple interest.
All right. So the number one thing that he said, thinking about compound interest, is interest on top of interest, okay? Let's break that down for a second, right? What is interest to begin with? What is that, right? So here, I'm gonna give you guys the regular definition of interest, okay? I'm going to, search engine here to see what they say, what interest means. The state of wanting to know or learn about something or someone, okay? That's number one, okay? That's more of a noun, okay? And that's the first noun. The second noun, money paid regularly at a particular rate for the use of money lent or for delaying the repayment of a debt, okay? Interest in finance and economics is payment from a borrower or deposit-taking financial institution to a lender or depositor of an amount above repayment of the principal sum. Okay, the sum meaning the total at a particular rate. It is distinct from a fee which the borrower may pay the lender or some third party. Okay, that really breaks it down for you. But that doesn't really mean anything, right? So interest has two things to it, okay? Now, interest is a big thing, especially when we're talking about finances, right? Because when you go to get that loan, you have that credit card, or you know what I mean, you're doing all these things that has to deal with money, they are taxing you on that. So there's a tax and then there's interest, okay? So with interest, it's very small, but over time it builds up. All right, so let's continue listening.
Interest earned on the original principal only. Suppose you deposit $10,000 into a high interest savings account at a 5% simple interest rate for 3 years. The interest you earn each year is 5% times 10,000, which equals $500, for a total of $1,500 of interest at the end of year 3. $500 plus 500 plus 500. Now instead, suppose that you deposit the same $10,000 at 5% interest compounded annually. In year 1, the interest you earn is the same, $500. But in year 2, the interest you earn is 5% times 10,500, the original amount plus the interest you earned in year 1. So the second year's interest is $525.
Okay, now, right? They broke it down for you. If you need to replay it, hear it again, that's why you can rewind. That's why it's right here on YouTube for you. I'm talking about this video. Go ahead and rewind it a couple of seconds so you can hear it again, all right? So when it comes to compound interest, if you're starting with a little bit of money, what ends up happening is that over time, it's like a dividend. A dividend will come back, and therefore, it will go on top. So let's say you have $500. And you put that into a high yield interest account. That interest is going to come back to you. And with that being said, you put $500 in, right? And then the second year that you have it, it's going to kick you back, right? So in this instance, they're talking about at least $25, okay? If you really want to get into the numbers and everything like that, then you can. But we're just trying to do it simple so you can grasp the idea of it. So $500 after 1 year. The second year happens, you get 525. Okay, so just because you put your money in a high yield savings account, you will make more money back without even you doing anything. Okay, you make money while you sleep, just like that. All right, let's continue listening.
In year 3, you earn 5% interest on $11,025, $10,000 plus $500 year 1 interest, plus $525 year 2 interest, or an interest payment of $551.25. In total, you earn $1,576.25 in interest over 3 years with compounding interest versus $1,500 with simple interest.
So compound interest works wonders. Okay, now get this. It can actually go a good way or it can go the bad way. Okay, the good way is that it works in your favor. You're putting in money into something and that you're getting a return. And even though it's something little, over time, it will take over, right? So just remember, like how we're talking about the scale, how if you take those stepping stones little by little and you'll get somewhere, it's the same thing, right? But this time, the scale starts flat. Little by little, it goes up, but the scale ends up going like this, okay? Just like that, right? I'll do it again for you. It goes straight and then boom, it just takes off, okay? So the whole idea of it is that, in instance, let's leave money out of the book now, okay? We're almost to the end, so here, let me just finish it.
Difference of $76.25. The effect of compounding becomes especially powerful over longer time periods as the amount of earned interest becomes larger and larger.
All right, compound interest, you heard it itself. Over time, it's going to take over and it's just going to keep growing and it's going to keep growing, okay? So the first thing you need to have about compound interest, that you need to have faith in that it works, your belief system, okay? You believe now that compound interest works wonders, all right? That's number one. Number two, when it really comes down to it, you know what I mean? Let me turn this off. When it comes down to it, by the end of the day, what you do today is going to affect your tomorrow, okay? The sum of what you did today is going to go into your tomorrow. So let's say this YouTube video, okay? I'm uploading it today, like we talked about, September 20th, 2021. It's not gonna be compounding tomorrow or next week or next month. It's gonna take years, okay? Sorry to tell you that. I know. You was trying to look for something where you get that quick money, quick style real quick, and you get it in your pocket and you kind of just go out your merry way. It's not like that, okay? But what I'm trying to get at here is that you need to get away from the whole thing of money, okay? Think about compound interest with your life, okay? So the number one investment. What is the number one investment? Please tell me. I want you to tell me and drop it in the comment section down below. What is the number one investment? Okay, the number one investment is in yourself. Okay, so if you are investing into yourself, get this, nobody can take that away from you. Okay, nobody, because you're investing into yourself. Same thing with this, right? Reading a book that has meaning and that has value. Right. Shout out to Patrick Bet-David, by the way. You know what I mean? By reading and comprehending, right, getting a full understanding of the book, just like a movie, okay? Putting it into an analogy, right? When you watch a movie for the first time, you don't catch up on everything because you seen it, but you don't see what's really going on the second time you see it. Right, the third time you see it, the fourth time you see it, you're like, man, I'm seeing something new every time I see it. You know why? Because you didn't see it the first time. Okay, it's the same thing with reading a book. You're reading a book and you read through it. That doesn't mean you caught everything. Okay, it just means that you have the basic understanding. But now you need to go back and read in between the lines. There's a message within the message. Facts. There's a message within the message, okay? You hear that, people? There's a message within the message. Read in between the lines. That applies to everything in life. I mean, everything. You go out there into nature and you see a tree and you see a plant and you see soil. There's something in between those things, in between the lines. There's a message within the message, okay? There really is. We can literally talk about anything. It applies to anything. It does not just apply to money. They are putting it on money because that is the main thing that is out there, right? Source. Think about recycling, right? It's recycle is in the fact that it goes around and it keeps on going, right? So money is a cycle. It's in a system, right? You go out there and you earn it, you make it, trade hours for dollars, you go ahead and buy what you need to buy, and you spend it, okay? Buy, spend, earn, buy, spend, earn, buy, spend. It's a cycle. You see that? So get away from talking about compound interest when we talk about money. In the end of the day, it applies to anything and everything about life. And if you don't believe me, just think about it for real. And, so just being out here in this world, just seeing what's all around us and everything like that, it's just quite interesting. It really is. And just by the end of it, make sure you put yourself in a better position, put yourself in a position to win. If you haven't seen any of the other videos that I have uploaded, you definitely want to check it out. You know what I mean? Like I said, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also turn on those notifications. So then when I'm here live, you can join me and we can talk a little bit and just have a conversation, and you can meet other people and everything like that who have the same interests, right? Because that's the thing. Us as people, we go out there and do things, but sometimes we get, kind of pushed in the corner when we don't find those like-minded people, okay? This is where you can find like-minded people, either if it's, something to benefit you or benefit your family, right? You need to benefit yourself. You really do. But you already know who it is. It's your boy, Beyond Journey and Existence.